Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you my recipe for Trinidad bacon shark. And for this recipe I have here one small shark that I bought, and the fishmonger cleaned out the skin. You want to clean out the skin, and he went ahead and filleted it and cut it up. Now when I came home, what I did was I washed it out with some limes, and I took a toothpick, and you would see this hole in there. If you can see that, there's bone marrow in there. You want to take the toothpick and you just want to put it through and through to clean that out. It's just something that I learned that you need to clean out from shark. I don't know why they clean it out, but I just made sure and clean mine out. So you want to do that and wash it with some limes and some lemons. What you'll also need for this recipe is I have some bitters, some fish seasoning, salt and black pepper, fresh garlic, scallion, green seasoning, lime pepper sauce, which you can find on my channel. I'm going to use some Cajun seasoning, which is not traditional to this recipe, but I'm just putting it to give it a little extra kick. Some celery salt and some paprika. So let's get started on seasoning our shark for our bacon shark. So to your shark, we're just going to add all of the ingredients. So we're going to salt, lightly salt, because the celery salt and the Cajun seasoning and the pepper sauce will have salt in it. Black pepper. And your fish seasoning may also have salt. Paprika, celery salt, Cajun seasoning. I'm going to add a dash of bitters to this. Lime pepper sauce. Green seasoning or bandania or chardonnay, scallions, and the minced garlic. Now you want to mix everything to combine. Okay, now you want to cover your shark and put it into your refrigerator to marinate for a couple of hours or overnight. Once that has taken place, we'll go ahead on to frying our shark, and then next we'll make our bake. Okay, now we're going to make the dough for the bakes, and here I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour with 2 teaspoons of yeast. You're going to need some extra dry flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and about 1 cup of lukewarm water. So put in your yeast if you haven't already, your baking powder, and your salt. Give this a mix to combine those ingredients. Now add your lukewarm water to make a soft, well, not too soft, but a soft to medium dough. Okay, so I used up my 1 cup of water. Now it depends on the climate you live in and even the flour that you're using. You may use less or you may use more. So what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of dry flour in my bowl, and I'm going to knead this dough for about 10 minutes until it's very, very smooth and it's elasticy and that gluten forms. When you're finished kneading your dough, you want to cover it and let it sit for an additional 10 minutes. Now we're going to take our dough and break it into smaller dough balls. And you can break these into whatever size you would like. I'm going to make mine pretty small, because by the time I roll it out, it will be the perfect size. So that's about 2 inches. So I'm going to break these out, and I'll see you right back. Just cover these and let them rest for another 5 minutes. In the meantime, you'll want to put your pot of oil to heat up on medium-low heat. So now we're going to roll out our dough balls, and I got 10 of them with that 2 cups of flour. So I'm just going to lightly flour my surface. I'm going to roll them out. Now you roll them out whatever size you want. I'm going to keep mine pretty small. Okay, now drop your bakes into your hot oil. And I'm using a lot of oil, as you can see. The only reason being is when I'm done frying the bakes in here, I'm going to use the same oil to fry the shark. So you see how nice they puff up? So you just want to fry them until they get a nice color. I'm just going to raise that heat a little. And once it gets a nice color, you drain it. And then you continue frying them until you fry it out all. So now to fry the shark. I have my shark that I had marinating, and this is the bowl that I had the dough that I needed the dough in just now. So instead of dirtying another bowl, I just put some plain all-purpose flour in here. I'm not going to season my flour because I have just enough seasonings in my shark. If you want to season your flour with some paprika, some cayenne powder, some black pepper and salt, you can do that. It's totally up to you. I'm just gonna leave mine as is. So I'm gonna take the shark, a couple pieces, and I'm going to throw it into the flour. I'm using this perforated spoon. I'm going to mix the shark into the flour, and I'm just going to pick up the pieces and sift the flour out. So in that way, when you do this, you wouldn't dirty your hands and you wouldn't get those stick clumps of flour sticking to your hands. So once you've done this, put it into your hot oil. Now fish doesn't take very long to fry, and I have my heat on medium-low. If yours is not cooking as fast or as hot as my oil is, you would want to raise your heat to medium. So I'm just going to let this fry for like 2 to 3 minutes because the pieces are cut very, very small. So my shark is finished. I'm going to drain it on a paper towel. And I'm going to continue frying the rest of my shark until I've fried out all of them. Okay, so now I'm going to assemble one of the bacon shark for you all to see. And I went ahead and I opened one of my bakes. And as you can see, it's nice and hollow inside. And this is how I like my bake to be, so that I can fill it with whatever I want. So here I have my shark, my lettuce, hot pepper, some bandania, cucumber, some onion, white garlic sauce, ketchup. You can use pineapples. You can put whatever condiments you want on this. So when I think of bacon shark, I always like mine's plain, which is just the bake with the shark, nothing else but pepper and ketchup. So I'm not going to do it that way for you all. I'm going to actually assemble one with everything that I have here so you all can see. So first I'm going to put down my lettuce. I'm going to put some pieces of shark in here, a few of the condiments, the cucumber and the onions. I'm going to top it with some bandania. This is fresh bandania, and a little bit of pepper sauce and some ketchup. And I'm not going to put any white sauce in this. I'm going to just leave this as is. So here you have it, one bacon shark. So here you have it, my bacon shark recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed today's dish. Make it and let me know down below if you like it. And if you do make it, take some photos and send it to me via Instagram or Twitter, or even email them to me. I want to see what you guys make and if you all mix it up and add anything else different. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!